until yesterday. And why did that happen? Well, I think it has to do with this totally unrelated third party here. I bring this person up because they are someone whose content looks very similar to what Kat might have uploaded a few months ago before this big shift in her content. And this person, named Ty, would make a post quoting that clip yesterday, saying, hey, at Katliente, can you please address this? Been following for a while and applied for Creator Royale 1 and 2. I'm very disappointed by this response. You built your platform on supporting small creators, but when called out by small creators, you say, womp womp.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, kitsunes. So, recently, I made a video addressing Katliente's misinformation video on the Lolly VTuber group Lolipuffs. Several days ago, she responded on Twitter about the Lolipuff drama and clips of her circulating. But, I'm just saying, isn't it better to delete the video and make an apology instead? Oh, wait, hold on, she didn't make one. It has been more than 2 weeks.
What? What the fuck?
Instead, she addresses Rev's quote-unquote criticism and explains that she was on vacation and is responding because she has free time. Yeah, that's what an ignorant person would say. Here's where Rev's video comes in. Before we dive into Rev's video, I want to emphasize the importance of maintaining a respectful and positive community. Please refrain from attacking or harassing the individual I'll be mentioning. Also, please don't think I'm making this video because I hate Kat. First of all, I don't even know her. However, ignorant people like her must realize that one wrong word or piece of information can ruin someone else's career and their own. Without further ado, I will stop and react to Rev's video in 30 minutes.
Until yesterday. And why did that happen? Well, I think it has to do with this totally unrelated third party here. I bring this person up because they are someone whose content looks very similar to what Kat might have uploaded a few months ago before this big shift in her content. And this person, named Ty, would make a post quoting that clip yesterday, saying, hey, at Katliente, can you please address this? Been following for a while and applied for Creator Royale 1 and 2. I'm very disappointed by this response. You built your platform on supporting small creators, but when called out by small creators, you say, womp womp.
People like her need to check their egos before addressing stuff like this. Like, I get it. This may be off topic, but I used to have 3 videos. I recently deleted 2 because I wanted more views, and my chosen topic needed to be more compelling, so my topics are on VTubers. As a small content creator, I want more people to see my videos, so I'll be patient and consider what to do for my other 2 channels. Great Heart Drawings is a channel where I post my animations, and Great Heart Gamer is where I post recordings of me playing gacha games. Do you know what sucks? I have a Chromebook, and I use it to edit my videos and play gacha games. I used to play Punishing Grey Raven until the recent update, and it isn't available on Google Play on this device. So, I had to put this game on hold. I appreciate you guys not only subscribing to this channel, but also to my other 2 channels. Okay, I am now moving on.
And then you would see updates from this content creator. Apparently, Kat was talking to them in DMs. So we had 2 weeks of radio silence, and all of a sudden, this content creator calls them out, and now we're getting movement. And in Kat's video, she would show this tweet she's referencing, and she made it seem like this was the only tweet that started everything. Like, this was the only thing. This one Niyumi person made this one tweet, and then the girls at the Lolly VTuber group would then launch a harassment campaign, when that is not the truth. And in her video, and now even in her Google Doc, she is still not acknowledging what actually happened.
Yeah, and that's because in my last video, I mentioned how she didn't look at the disclaimer Google Docs the Lolipuff girls made related to the drama with their side of the story. So Kat used this tweet from one of the Lolipuff girls and thought it started a hate campaign against another VTuber. As it turned out, that wasn't the case.
So we move on into the Google Doc here. So eventually they make this claim where they try to defend themselves by saying the stream was recorded on July 8th. However, they pass this on to their editor, where then it would be a while where the video wouldn't be uploaded for about 2 weeks later. The video was live on July 20th, and the Google Doc released by the girls was released a few days before that. So it was released in between the time of her stream and the time her video went live, which is not a good excuse, by the way. I don't understand why she thinks that is a get out of jail free card, because that only makes it worse. You sat there on this drama video for almost 2 weeks before going live, and before you went live, you never checked to see if there was any updates. This is a really critical situation with super controversial topics, and you didn't bother to see if there was updates. That's why drama videos are so time sensitive. You can't sit on things for weeks and expect nothing to transpire between them. You didn't want to hear their side of the story because it didn't fit your narrative.
Oh, okay. This is not looking good for her.
And on top of that, she would address the claim that some people made. There's a screenshot that got a lot of attention on Twitter. You can see in the background, there is a submission to the electronic tip form on the FBI's website. And in my video, I said, I don't think that's Kat's submission. I think that's the person she is getting this Google Doc from and all of the supposed evidence. But she would address that and say, oh no, it's just the person who was making this Google Doc, which would make you think, why would you trust someone who is wasting federal resources on drawings in VTubers? That's ridiculous. What kind of a person does that?
An ignorant person like her would do something like this. You can't just believe a person's story or falsely accuse someone without seeing or hearing the other person's side of it. This VTuber is a great example of falsely accusing and harassing this VTuber.
Would you trust their Google Doc and what they're trying to sell with their narrative? It's ridiculous. And I asked in replies, point blank, weeks ago, if Kat would actually denounce this, wasting federal resources over fictional content. And she still hasn't addressed that anywhere, not in the replies to me or in this Google Doc. And on top of that, it's not surprising when you make these serious allegations against someone that your community is going to go out and falsely report these people. Multiple VTubers in this group, after Kat released her video, were suspended on Twitter and they still aren't back. And here is another part of the Google Doc that she used to address the clips circulating, right? So she says this: I will admit my tone sounds very dismissive here and I apologize for that. I always have trouble with sounding too blunt, and I will work harder to improve my tone so my intent comes across better. For full context, this clip was in response to my chat being worried if I'll be canceled for the video about the Lolipuffs. I wanted to reassure my community I'll be fine, and stated that I'd already had the entirety of Gideon's fan base come after me in the past for saying he was in the wrong for hate rating Pokimane, so I had used Gideon as a comparison, stating that his fan base wasn't able to deplatform me and that they shouldn't worry for my sake. My full intention was to reassure my community I'd be fine for them to stop worrying. So let me replay that clip and let's see if this was just an attempt to reassure a community that everything is fine, and definitely not an attempt to really mock the VTuber group in question.
Gio, I've been lurking for a while and I don't know if you mentioned this yet. I haven't talked about the Lolipuff stuff. I will not talk about it on stream because I'm probably going to make a second video about it. But my Twitch will get banned if I talk about it on stream due to how sensitive the topics are. So I'm going to record it off stream. Didn't know if you mentioned, a bit worried with all the people that are with the Lolipuff group or organizing a mass report raid. Yeah, what are they going to do? Mass report me? Nice try. I've already... Look. I'm going to be fully honest, and this is going to be mean. They're not big enough to put a dent in me, to be honest, okay? I've already called out Gideon, and I had the entirety of Gideon's Stan fan base mass report me. So, that their little lolly accounts is not gonna put a dent into me.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
So I think her previous explanation in the Google Doc is just as disingenuous as this next one, where she says that she doesn't condone harassment, and she admits that she was in the wrong for making a crude joke during her stream, where she said sometimes harassment is okay.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god, stop fucking lying.
For context, during that portion of her stream, she was labeling, based on context, she was labeling the VTuber group as child predators. And then she said, in that case, it's okay to harass them.
Next person is Lullaby Lita. Yeah, why can't you act your age? Here's the thing. If you want other people to act their age, allegedly, and just like not harass, some harassment is deserved. If you are into children, you deserve harassment.
It was at this moment that she knew. She fucked up.
As always, when people say, oh, these crazy things are crude jokes, explain to me what the joke is. Explain to me where the punchline is. You slandered them and then said it's okay to harass them based on that. What part of that is supposed to be funny? It's just like with the Trump assassination attempt, statements people were making, wishing that he was actually harmed and things like that, and then trying to say, oh, that was just jokes. Again, what is the punchline? Same with this situation, but overall, this is, in my opinion, damage control that is too late.
Oh my gosh,
Now
this
I gotta pull
bitch.
up.
Don't make an excuse that you, quote unquote, don't condemn harassment. So don't pretend that you realize you made a mistake when you meant every word that you said on your stream, and you have one day, not 2 weeks or a month. You have one fucking day to look at the situation and rewatch your video, realizing that,
oh, I made a mistake. I should delete this video and apologize about this.
but no, you still choose to be ignorant.
I'm on vacation. I'm on vacation. That's not an excuse. That's not an excuse. You're a content creator making drama videos. You can't just go MIA for 2 weeks and say, well, whatever happens, happens because I'm on vacation. That's ridiculous. That's not a valid excuse. And I'm sorry, unless you're like the CEO of a company or something, how do you not have time to write that Google Doc that took probably 30 minutes? Or how do you not have 5 seconds to private the video? How do you not have 5 seconds to even change the title? It's still there. Everything's still there. No clarification, no pinned comment, nothing. It's just completely untouched. And on top of that, she would go further saying, I'm responding now because I have free time. I'm just saying I didn't even have time to put a signature down on a very important contract that I've already approved prior to this trip. Talking about the situation requires nuance and more time than a simple signature, and I didn't even have time for that. No offense, if you don't have time to make a signature, I don't think you have time to go on vacation for 2 weeks. That just makes no sense. How do you not make a time? What are you, going on vacation and taking the role of the President of the United States? How are you that busy? You don't have 5 minutes to correct things going on with your channel. A genuine crisis with one of your videos that's caused people to get harassed by the misinformation contained within it. And this whole idea of talking about the situation requires nuance. So why did you make the video in the first place? If it required so much nuance, why did you do it in the first place? Because clearly you didn't have all the facts. It was fine back then, but now you can't make a response because there's suddenly so much nuance that is required.
That just makes no fucking sense. I mean, it's just bullshit. Fuck. Oh my.
But for now, that's pretty much all I have to say about this situation. Obviously very frustrating, and I think this has been handled very, very poorly, and a lot of excuses have been made, but a lot of them are easily disprovable excuses that Kat's been trying to make. But like I said, that's gonna do it for now.
I just hope that she makes an apology video as soon as possible. If she doesn't or ignores this drama, she will remain a troll, a narcissist, and a hypocrite. Like, there is no saving her until she deletes the video and apologizes to them. One of the Lolipuff girls, RiriCore, made a video saying her goodbyes and exposing her harassers. I won't show the video because she talks about her past, but just by hearing her speak, you can tell she went through a lot of pain and suffering, even to hear that the people she met and surrounded herself with were toxic and disgusting. I'm sorry things turn out this way, but don't give up or give in. Try reaching out to people like Rev or Legal Mindset, and you should lose contact with those people who harass you unless you have other plans. I wish you and your family the best and hope things will improve for you and your baby. Anyway, I'm out of here. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next video.